Do you miss this feeling when you cast a SEIGE RHINO? Play out our SEIGE RHINO. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can do this by casting a SEIGE RHINO for only 2 mana. The way that we are going to be doing this is by playing a 2 mana, 1 black and 1 green card called Rush Rebirth. It says choose target creature. When this creature dies, search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value and put it onto the battlefield tapped. And since we are playing 4 Solitude, forcing a creature of our own to die is easy, meaning that we can get a 2 mana SEIGE RHINO out of our deck. So we're going to be taking this sweet brew by my patron Bentius through a League of Modern and seeing if SEIGE RHINO is still playable. Match 1, we are on the draw and we got a turn 1 scam, so let's keep it. When it goes turn 1 Verdant, we find another Rushed Rebirth. We'll play out our Swamp and we're going to evoke out a Grief, pitching a Rushed Rebirth. And it looks like we're up against a scam opponent. And we're just going to take Fable, cast a Feign Death, and then take this Fury as well. They play out a Blacklight Cliffs into a Dothy. Let's go. We will fetch out a green source, evoke out our Solitude, kill their Dothy, and then we will cast a Rush Rebirth on our Solitude. And yeah, we'll find a SEIGE RHINO here. Let's grab a SEIGE RHINO. We definitely should grab a Grist, but SEIGE RHINO is more cool. Then we'll attack in for 4. They play out another Cliffs. We will attack in with the team, and we're not going to play this land just yet. And this is why they're going to go for Bowmasters, assumingly trying to kill our Grief. Nope, they're down to 7. They played a Bloodstained Mire. We top deck a Grief. We will evoke this out, getting rid of our Shieldred, and we'll take the Thoughtseize, and we're not going to Malkar Rebirth this, and we'll attack in for 8. Oh no, our opponent doesn't know the Rhino triples! Easy dubs. All right, let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 4 Feign Death, 2 Siege Rounds, and a Boromir for a Hallowed Moonlight, Endurance, 2 Sanctifiers, and 3 Nile Spellbombs. Game 2, hand's a little slow, but we will keep. When it goes turn 1 Nile Spellbomb, and we top deck a Sanctifier, we will go turn 1 Fetch Shock for Nile Spellbomb. When it goes Swamp into Dothy, and we top deck another Rushed Rebirth. We'll play a Verdant and hold up our Bowmasters. They play a Bloodstained Mire, attacking for 3, and nothing else, so Instep will fetch and play out our Bowmasters, and we'll shoot them for 1. And a Grief off the top's not bad. We will play out our Grist, and we'll down tick trying to kill their Dothy, and they have a Bowmasters of their own, killing our Grist rather than our Bowmasters. It evokes out a Grief of their own, taking our Sanctifier, and going for a scam effect, but thankfully we do have a Spellbomb here. Yep, and before the Grief comes back, we will pop our Spellbomb. And they have another Bowmasters to kill ours and get in. We top deck a Hallowed Moonlight. I guess we have to evoke out our Grief and Rush Rebirth it. And I feel like Bowmasters is the best pickup here, so we can kill one of their Bowmasters and have a blocker. They go straight to combat, and we'll go down to 5. We top deck a Triumph. We'll play that and pass the opponent. And they're attacking in for 2 again. We're going down to 3. Ooh, Skyclave off the top. That's a great one. We'll take out their Bowmasters. And in response to this, they are activating Spellbomb. And that means we get a Bowmaster trigger, so we will try and kill their Bowmasters. They attack in for 2, and we have the double block here in case they have another Bowmasters. Yep, and they do have another Bowmasters. And they ping our army, trading off the board here. Another land for us. Not great. We'll pass back. They attack in, and I don't really want to block, but I think I have to. And they have an Undying effect, which means this Hallowed Moonlight will be good. And before the Bowmaster comes back, we will cast our Hallowed Moonlight. Then they cast out a Hearse, and we'll crack the Peat land on the instep. Memory's not bad either. Another land, come on. We'll cast out our Skyclave and play land passing. And they play out a Shieldred. Thankfully, we do have an Ephemerate here. And they get a 2/2, but we take down their Shieldred. And we will not rebound our Ephemerate. Please give me a SEIGE RHINO. Skyclave, I guess we'll cast that out. An opponent plays out a Grief. All right, come on, SEIGE RHINO. No. All right, well, let's go out on our own terms here. So let's get on to game 3. Game 3, our 7 looks fine. We'll lead on turn 1 Verdant. When it goes turn 1 Bloodcrypt into a Ragavan. We top deck a Spellbomb, and we'll just main phase the Bowmasters, killing the Rag. Opponent plays out a Mire into an evoked out Grief. And this takes our Grief, and they have an Undying Malice. Taking our Ephemerate, we top deck an Endurance. We'll play out Spellbomb and attack in for 2. Opponent dashes out a Ragavan, attacking in for 6. And on the instep, we'll crack our Spellbomb, drawing a card. Land is a great pickup. Ooh, and a Solitude. You know what this means? We can get ourselves a good old SEIGE RHINO here. Opponent evokes out a Fury, killing our board. Then they poke us for 4. So on the instep, you know what time it is. Evoke out our Solitude, kill their Grief, and then we'll cast a Rush Rebirth on our Solitude. And sadly, I do feel like Shieldred's better than SEIGE RHINO here. Ooh, Bowmasters off the top. We'll attack in for 4. And on the instep, they flash into Bowmasters. Opponent cast out a Dothy, and then they attack in for 2. Fetch Shock for a green source and play out our Endurance. Another land for us. We'll attack in just for 4, holding back our Endurance. Then go land go. Opponent attacks in for 3, putting us down to 4. And on the instep, we'll flash into Bowmasters, shooting the opponent for 1. Another land for us. And I don't think there's any reason to attack with anything here, so we'll just pass back and play out our land. Opponent cast a Terminate on our Shieldred. Ruh-roh. And then they attack in for 3. All right, we need to find something here. No, another land. Ugh, yeah, I threw this game. Whatever. whatever. Our opponent got us. I threw this. Sorry. So let's get on to match 2. Match 2, we have turn 1 double grief, so definitely keeping. It goes turn 1 steam vents into a bauble. Ooh, another land off the top. We will play marsh flats, evoke out our grief, getting rid of a shieldred, and we will take their unholy heat, that shock, and ephemerate our grief. And we'll take the ledger shutter, and they consider keeping the card on top. They play out a spiral bluff into a preordain, keeping 1 on top, and casting out a DRC. In our upkeep, we ephemerate, and we'll definitely take the EI here. Ooh, another ephemerate. Don't mind if we do. As weird as this seems, I think we're gonna evoke out our endurance and ephemerate this. Put their graveyard away, then ephemerate our endurance. We got the abs and scam going. Are you serious? Not mad. And they exile a Murktide. No, in our upkeep, we will ephemerate our grief. I guess we'll take the Murktide. Ooh, SEIGE RHINO. Let's attack in for 3. Oh, it does nothing. We find a Bowmasters. We'll attack in, and they fire off an unholy heat. We'll let them surveil, and before that resolves, we'll flash in our Bowmasters, and we'll try and kill their DRC. Oh no, please do not get delirium. I hate this game. Ugh. All right, well, our grief goes down. They fire off a consider, keeping the card on top. Then they attack in for 3. Land for us, we will play that, attack in for 4. We'll fetch out a swamp and then fire off our Skyclave. When it fires off an EI, exiling a land, then playing out a Ragavan. Come on, land. Let me get the SEIGE RHINO in play, please. Let's go. All right, let's attack in with everything. Maybe they don't block Copium. They do block. All right, well, they're going to be going down to 1 here. We'll fetch out a Plains and then play out our SEIGE RHINO. And opponent scoops it up. Let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take that SEIGE RHINO for Feign Dust and a Boromir for Endurance, 2 Sanctifiers, and a Nile Spellbomb. Game 2, again, we just got a turn 1 Grief, so we'll keep. Opponent goes turn 1 Islet into double Bobble. We'll go turn 1 Verdant, evoke out a Grief, pitching Grief. Oh my goodness. I guess we're taking a Preordain and then forcing one of these bolts. And we'll fire off an Ephemerate, which, yep, this gets bolted. They play out a Spiral Bluff and no land for us. They go Tarn into a Bobble. Yes, a land, but not a green source. Oh, they fire off a Consider on the instep, and I just completely F6'd. They fire off an EI. They exile land and play out the Steam Vents into a DRC. And on the instep, we will cast out a Bowmasters, shoot their DRC for 1, and then evoke out our Endurance. And they're bolting our Bowmasters. No land again. Let's pass back. They cast a Consider. We find a land, and we'll fetch Shock and try and slam this Grist. Yep, and they have a counterspell for that. They play out an island into a Murktide. Perfect timing. Spellbomb. And we will cycle this now. And a land for us. We'll just scoop it up here and get on to game 3. Game 3, our hand is a little slow, but we will keep. We'll lead on turn 1, tap Shrine. Ooh, a Grief off the top. Yeah, we'll shock in this tomb and evoke out our Grief. Please, no removal spells. Oh, no. Not allowed. I guess we'll keep this on top. When it goes land, we'll join them. Oh, my. Okay, well. We had a fun game. Fetch out a swamp. Yeah, and I honestly don't think we have any ways of beating this. We'll cycle our land and see if we find something. Yeah, we actually just can't beat this. Our deck just doesn't have any good basics. So let's scoop it up and get to match 3. Match 3, we're on the play, and again, we just love this turn 1 Grief stuff, so we'll definitely keep. We'll play at our Marsh Flats, go evoke out a Grief. Guess we're going to want to take Dismember and Relic here. I'm going to play as a tower into a sphere. Unfair. We will ephemerate our Grief again, and we will definitely take the Sylvan Scrying. RHINO! They cycle, making a green, casting out their Stirrings, picking up a forest, and then they play out a map. Come on, land. Back in for 3. Oh my goodness. Opponent plays out a tower, and yeah, I think that means we're just dead to this Ulamog. And instead, we'll flash in a Bowmasters. Land's not horrible. We'll cast out our Grist, tick up, and then attack in for 5. On the instep, they find a mine, they play it out, then cast out a Ulamog. They go for our land, so maybe we actually have a chance here. We find a land, we will tick up our Grist, play out our land, and attack in with the team. And they block our Bowmasters. Oh, and they have a Ballista for X6, so yep, they have us here. Let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take a Solitude, Endurance, and Boromir for 3 Lithorm Blights. Yep, and our starting hand looks quite good. We just need a green source. We'll go turn 1 tapped Mire. Then it goes turn 1 Mine into a Relic. Another black source for us, so we're just gonna flash in this Bowmasters now. They put a power plant into a map. Green source for us. We will cast out our Blight on their tapped power plant. Finding a Verdant, we'll play that and attack in for 2. Then it plays out a Forest into Stirrings. Solitude's not a bad one. We'll play out a Swamp into a SEIGE RHINO, then attack in for 2. On our instep, they find a power plant, then play out a tower. They have a 1 ring. We find a Grief, and we'll play Silent Clearing, attacking in just for the flex. Then it plays out their power plant into Wormcoil. And on the instep, up, we'll cast out our Solitude, taking out their Wormcoil. A land for us, we will attack in with the team. Then we'll crack our clearing. Ephemerate is not bad. Is that better than playing a Grief here? I actually think we're gonna evoke out the Grief here, and then we can Ephemerate this if we want, or we can Ephemerate a RHINO. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think we're taking Ulamog, and then we're Ephemerating and taking the Karn as well. And now we just need them to not draw anything. And on the end step, they use Beseiju, taking out our Lithoform Blade. They draw a card off the One Ring. We'll shoot them for 1. Oh, they find an Ulamog? They take out our Grief and our SEIGE RHINO. I guess that means we have to Ephemerate our Solitude and kill the Ulamog. Not great. Wait, they concede? That doesn't... What? They would have been at 17. All right, let's get on to game 3 then. Game 3, our hand's just too slow, so Mole. Yep, turn 1 Grief. We will keep, and let's put back the Rushed Rebirth. It's on a Mold of 5, and they go turn 1 Power Plant into a Sphere. We find a land, we'll shock in our Godless Shrine, then we'll evoke out our Grief, pitching a Feign Death and Ephemerate it, and we will take both of their spells here. So that means they just have a Tower. They play out Tower into a Relic, and we won't Ephemerate here. We find a Grief, we will play out our land and attack in for 3. And on the end step, they do pop Relic, so we'll flash in our Bowmasters, and they draw a card off of the Relic, and we get another trigger. They play Beseiju into an Oblivion Stone. We got a Triumph. We will attack in for 5. Then we'll play out a Windswept Teeth. They crack their Sphere. We ping them. And they scoop it up. We're on the board. Let's go. Match 4. Here we come. Match 4. We're on the draw, and our hand sucks here. Our 6 is also pretty bad. But I'm kind of down to just go for 2 SEIGE RHINOs in a dream. We'll put back a Marsh Flats. One goes turn 1 Grave into a Preordain, keeping both on top. Ooh, Rush Rebirth. We will play out our Triumph. One fires off another Preordain. We find Endurance. We will play out our Flats, passing back. And on the end step, they find a land with their revealed. They go Island Pass. Skyclave for us. We'll play Beseiju, holding up Endurance. They cycle a Lorn revealed on the end step. They play Island into a One Ring. And before they get protection, we will flash in our Endurance, shuffling in the grave. Another SEIGE RHINO for us. We will cast out our Skyclave, taking out their One Ring and attacking in for 3. They play a Sunken Hollow into another ring, drawing a card again. Land for us. Let's evoke out our Solitude, pitching a SEIGE RHINO, then cast a Rushed Rebirth on our Solitude, hoping that this resolves. No, they have a Force Negation. Not fair. They draw 2 with the One Ring. I love this game. And then they push our Cyclave, getting a 4/4. We find a Tomb. We will cast out a RHINO. They draw another 2 with the One Ring, playing out a Sunken Runes, casting out a Preordain. Then they cast out a 6/6 Murktide. Ooh, Feign Death for us. We'll attack in with our SEIGE RHINO, and they block with their Murktide, so we will fire off a Feign Death on it. And this meets a counterspell. But little do they know, RHINOs come in packs. Another RHINO. They're down to 6. We actually might be able to win this one. And they're down to 3. Come on, please do not top deck a Shieldred. No! Ah, come on! They find all 3 or all 4 in the top 30. Ugh. Yep, and they attack in for 10. I should have blocked. Oops. We find a Boromir, which I guess we will cast out. Shocker. They play out a Subtlety. And they play out an Otawara into a Shieldred's Edict. And this is only 13. Maybe they don't have a counterspell. They draw a card with the One Ring. Play out a land. Fetch. Hold. RHINO, please. 1 man, 1 RHINO in a dream. God darn it. Gah. All right, let's get on to sideboarding. We'll take out a Solitude, SEIGE RHINO, and Boromir for 2 Sanctifiers and an Endurance. Game 2, our hand is a little slow, but we will keep. We'll go turn 1 Heath. Opponent goes turn 1 Island. We find a Marsh Flats, and they cycle Lorn Revealed, and we'll flash in our Bowmasters now. Oh, they have a Water Grave into their own Bowmasters. Ooh, Griefy Poo. Yeah, I think we're pretty happy with this. So we can, oh my, wait, we can do so much here. I didn't even think about this, so we'll fetch Shock. We will evoke out a Grief, pitching our RHINO, stack it like this. They have a lot of things, holy. Let's take their Shieldred. Then we will cast a Feign Death on the Grief, and then also cast a Rushed Rebirth on the Grief. Oh, all the triggers. And we're gonna take the Snapcaster Mage, I think, and then we will pick up our own Orchestra Masters again and kill their Bowmasters. And they scoop it up there. Wow. Let's get on to game 3. That was cool. Game 3, our hand just has no lands, so we got them all. I mean, this hand looks good. We just need a green source. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it, and we'll put back our SEIGE RHINO, sadly. It goes turn 1 land into a Preordain. Oh, we're so good at this game. They play a tap land. We'll fetch out our Triumph. Skyclave off the top. We will shock in our Godless Shrine. Then we will pitch cast our Grief, getting rid of our Grist. I hate this. Well, I guess we will put this on the bottom. I don't know if I want this, actually. Yeah, we'll put it on the bottom. Then we will play out our Sanctifier. They go Island into a Preordain. Then cast out an Edict, getting rid of our Sanctifier. Feign Death for us. We will pass back. Another Preordain for the opponent. Then they play out a Delta. Verdant for us. Yeah, we'll just pass. They fetch out an Island and play a One Ring. Ring. We find another Feign Death. We will cast out our Skyclave. They play a tap grave. We find a Bowmasters. We'll attack in for 2. And they have a Bowmasters here. And they go to block that, and we will fire off our Bowmasters, shooting their army. And then they Fatal Push our Skyclave, and we will Feign Death this. So they do get a 4/4, but we get our Skyclave back, taking out their Bowmasters. They attack in for 4. We'll take it. I hate this card. Then they push our Bowmasters, which we will Feign Death. Yeah, and they smartly do activate the One Ring while this is in the graveyard. Find a Solitude. We will crack our Clearing. Come on, white card. Grief. No dice. But we'll pass back to the opponent. Yeah, they flash back a push, taking down our Bowmasters. Then fire off a Preordain. Activate the One Ring. Then attack in for 4, which we will take. Come on, white card. Shieldred. Oh, let's evoke out our Grief, and then we can rush Rebirth it. Okay. Yep, we can scoop this. There's nothing we can do. Let's get on to match 5. Match 5. Our hand's definitely risky, but all we need is Green Source. I'll go turn 1 Temple Garden and 2 Suspended Footfalls. Oh no, not Endurance. All right, well, we'll grief them. Ooh, wait, what if they Brazen Borrow this? That might actually happen. Throw late deal. This is such a deal. And we will take the Violent Outburst. All right, all we need is a land, and we can find our Boromir and probably win this game. No. What? All right, well, we will try our best. Haha, land. Perfect timing. Evoke out our Solitude, kill one of these rhinos, then fire off our Rushed Rebirth. And as much as I'd love to get a SEIGE Rhino, I gotta get my Boromir here. And Boromir's in play. If you haven't seen this, it just says stuff gets countered if you don't actually spend mana on it. So Cascade gets completely destroyed. They play a Misty and attack in for 6. And they fire off a Fire Ice on our upkeep, so we will flash in our Bowmasters, and we'll shoot their Shardless Agent. Then they draw a card, which means we can kill their Shardless. A land's pretty good. We'll attack in for 3. And they go to cast the Crashing Footfalls, and Boromir counters it. When it attacks in for 4, we will take it. Ooh, Solitude off the top. We'll attack in for 3. And on the end step, they stomp our token? What blasphemy. I think we flash in this Endurance and go for a double block. Please don't have a removal spell. Okay, we take down the Rhino. Actually, I don't even know if this is that good of them to cast. I think a Bone Crusher would honestly be better. This is just so slow. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is fine. Okay, please give me land. Please, untapped land. We will attack in for 6. I'll place out a Gemstone, losing one of them. They play out a little Bone Crusher. I think the Skyclave is just going to win us this one. We will play out our Skyclave, and they scoop it up. What a horrible way to win this game, but let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 4 Skyclave, Endurance, and Grist for Engineer Explosives, and 3 Hollow Moonlights. Game 2, our starting hand has a, turn 1 Grief, so it seems good. Ooh, a Rebirth, shock in this Godless Shrine. Let's Grief, evoke out, pitching our Rebirth. Please, no subtlety. What? It resolved? Let's go. All right, let's look at their hand. I guess we take the Dismember, and then we will fire off a Feign Death, and this will eat a Force Negation, I would assume. Yes, it does. All right, well, that's fine. Oh, it shocks and a Steam Vents. Interesting. Ooh, EE off the top. Don't mind if I do. Tap land for the opponent. That is not bad for us. Ooh, another Gristy Poo. Let's shock in a Temple Garden and then play out a Grist. And we mill over a SEIGE Rhino. No. Ooh, Solitude off the top. We'll not attack in and just hold up our Bowmasters. And on the end step, they cast a Rhinos. They attack in for 8. Wow, and nothing else. Okay, so we will cast out our Bowmasters, shoot them for 1. Ooh, land for us. We will play out our Grist, and we will down tick, trying to kill Rhino, and we'll throw an army at it. They cast out an Ardent Plea. Wow, and they're attacking us, not the Grist, so we'll throw our Insect away. Okay, please no Force Negation. Ephemerate's not bad. We'll run out our EE. Pop that now. No, what is this white spell? What? Leyline Binding. Okay, that's fine. Taking out our Grist. We'll attack in for 1. All right, come on, land. Untapped land. That is not an untapped land. Yep, we're dead. All right, game 3. Game 3, our hand is not great. We'll mull. Ooh, okay, yeah, this is definitely a banger. We will keep putting back up a Seiji. We'll go turn 1 Courtyard into Evoked Out Grief. Okay, buddy. I almost just want to concede. Why do opponents get to have free spells? This is just not fair. I think we got to bottom this, sadly. Land for opponent, land for us, land for opponent. Ooh, Grist for us. We take those. Grist resolves, we tick up, and on the end step, they stomp our Grist. And another Bone Crusher. here to kill our Grist. I feel so far behind. Solitude is not very good here. And on the instep, they fire off a Lorn Revealed, picking up a snow-covered island. They play out an island. We find a clearing. We'll attack in for 1. And they flash a Solitude on our instep. They attack in for 3. Then they cast out Shardless. All right, we'll crack our clearing on the instep here. No white card. Another Ephemerate off the top. Let's attack with our insect, see if we get a free point. No, they're too smart. All right, then we'll run our EE, play Swamp, and hold that up with our Solitude. They attack in. We'll pop our EE. All right, well, guess we need a dream here. And on the instep, we'll evoke out our Solitude. No way. Well, I don't think we have any outs here. All right, give me an EE off the top into an Ancestral Recall and the dream. All right, a land. Perfect. Let's scoop it up. We end up getting a 1-4, unfortunately. Although we did go to game 3 every game. This was like one of the longest leagues of my life. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Scamming out some rhinos is pretty cool. I do think this deck's not that bad. We did get pretty unfortunate. Like, we get into game 3 every game, so obviously this has some legs. Although I have a hard time believing this is better than Scam, but it's definitely more fun. Get yourself some Siege Rhinos. Get a 2-mana Siege Rhino on the battlefield. I'll see you all in the next video. I hope you all enjoyed, and bye-bye.